PPT. Posterior Pelvic Tilt.
The turkey under one.
Posterior pelvic tilt is anterior pelvic tilt's postural cousin, sort of. It's basically when the front of the pelvis lifts up and the back of the pelvis drops down posteriorly.
Hence the name posterior pelvic tilt, or
Posterior pelvic tilt. Oh, very interesting, ads. What causes this? So the hip flexors have become lengthened and the hip extensors, which are the hams and the glutes, have become shortened or weak. The tight and shortened abdominal wall and also weak lower back muscles. Again, like anterior pelvic tilt, sitting is a huge contributing factor because while sitting, our core switches off and no longer supports our spine. So now I'm confused, ads, because you said that posterior pelvic tilt and anterior pelvic tilt both get caused by sitting. What determines whether you get the one or the other? For posterior pelvic tilt, typically people sit in a slouched posture for long periods of time, whereas anterior pelvic tilt people tend to sit really upright.
But they're arching the back.
Their pelvis rolls
Anteriorly.
Danger! What are the dangers of posterior pelvic tilt life?
Hashtag posterior pelvic tilt life. PPT.
So as your spine is unnaturally flexed, the lumbar vertebrae are dangerously under more stress than intended. So this increases the risk of things like disc bulges, nerve pain or damage, and muscular strains and tears.
bad.
Something that really makes me wince is seeing people who are unaware that they have these issues trying to do things like deadlifts or squats with silly weight with really bad form. Your poor spine! Calm down, mate, calm down. It's fine, mate, calm down. Come here and have a cut, you. Calm down.
Court Charles, I think this is me. I think I have a bit of the old PPT.
So number one, know that this is derived from lifestyle and our job. So when you were being told to just take painkillers to ease your back, you were treating a symptom instead of working on the cure. And the cure is stretch the tight muscles, strengthen the weak muscles, and develop more awareness when sitting or walking to avoid falling into these postural habits. Stop staying in these all day, every single day, and then expecting to be okay. So first, let's take care of strengthening those hip flexors. I would suggest something like a sitting knee lift or a standing knee lift. Perhaps add a resistance band to that. Next up, to strengthen those lower back extensors, you're looking at something like a Superman, those lying Supermans, or a hyperextension if you have one at the gym. Then we need to stretch those tight hamstrings and glutes, something like a standing hamstring stretch. And for the glutes, a pigeon pose glute stretch. Next up, we need to stretch the abdominal wall, something like a lying abdominal cobra stretch. We'll be lifting that rib cage to the sky, stretching the ribs away from the pubic bone. So to conclude this jibber jabber for today, my posteriorly tilted pelvic friends, you got work to do! Let me know if this was helpful. Coach Ads over and out. Peace!